Good to go.
What is up, Zoom, Facebook? Welcome to True Grit. We have a workout for you. So, for your warm-up, we got 5 exercises. We're going to do each one for 30 seconds. You're going to have 10 seconds in between each exercise. There's a little bit of transition going up and down, so you have a little bit more time for this one. We're going to go through it 2 times. There's going to be a little break in between the rounds. For workout 1.0, there are 2 quad sets. We're going to do each quad set 3 times, but only 40 seconds per exercise. We've broken it up, so the first one is back and buys. The last one is butt and thighs, guys. For these, again, 40 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 3 times through each one. For workout 2.0, we have supersets. There's 2 exercises that you're going to do back to back, 25 seconds each. It's not a lot of time, so I want you to focus in on that one. 25 seconds each, 10 seconds in between. 3 times through each superset, and there are 3 of them. For the finisher, we got an AMRAP. There are 4 exercises. We are going to go through those when we get to them. Get yourselves ready. We're going to pop this over there and get to work.
Let's do it.
It is 10 a.m. on a rainy, warm Friday, guys. The warm weather is here, and it's brought rain.
It's brought rain.
May showers bring June flowers.
That's the same.
For the warm-up, guys, 5 exercises. 30 seconds each, 10 seconds of rest in between. Your first exercise is Superman lat pull down. So if you have a red band, now's the time to go grab it. Bringing your elbows to a bend as you bring your hands back. This is what's going to help activate your lats. Head and shoulders are lifted. Feet can be up for advanced members or down for beginners and intermediates. If you don't have a band, you can use dumbbells. Thank you, Heather. For our next exercise, we are going to be doing curl to press. So you can stand up. If you have a band, both feet go in it for advanced members. You are going to hammer curl up and then neutral press overhead. If you have dumbbells, you'll be doing the same thing. You'll just have 1 dumbbell in each hand, curling up to shoulder height, and then pressing overhead. For our next exercise, we have squat front delt raises. You can use your band for this one again, tensioning it, going all the way down to the squat and going for a front delt raise. If you have dumbbells, same thing, you're going to squat with the dumbbells between, squat it up to the top to shoulder height. Awesome work. For our 4th exercise, we're going to pop a mini band on down to the floor. We have clamshells. So for this one, you're going to lay down on one side. You will do one side for 30 seconds. The second round, you will do your other side. For beginner members, you can do a very quick transition at 15 seconds. If you do not have a mini band, you will be doing sky kicks instead from your all fours, bringing your foot sky high. Your final exercise of the warm-up is tippy toe star jumps. Mini band can be on your calves or just above your knees. Light on the toes, getting them back underneath you before you land. Option for this one is tippy toe jumping jacks. All right, guys, we're going to have 30 seconds on the clock. 10 seconds in between. We're going to go through one round, take a little breather, and hit it again. Are we ready to go?
So ready.
So ready. All right, guys, we are on in 3, 2, 1, hit it. 30 seconds is on the clock. Driving those elbows back down to your sides. Again, tight the core, head and shoulders are lifted, and driving your elbows back towards your hips. We're not going to keep them wide because this is using it in a different way. We want to keep those elbows tight and pull just behind our head with that band. This is going to activate the rhomboids between the shoulder blades and our lats. You should be feeling it kind of right behind your armpits. 3 seconds here. Finish it up. Get 1 more rep. Time. Well done. We are popping it up for curl to press. If you have that red band, slipping it underneath both feet. For beginner members, if this is too much tension, using 1 foot instead. Let's hit it, guys. 30 seconds, working for the full time, and you're going to have 10 seconds in between. Big exhale as you curl up and press up. Now, as you press up, making sure that you are sticking your head between your arms. You'll notice that this doesn't change my voice at all. If I'm leaving my head back, you'll notice that it changes. We don't want anything to affect our airway. That's what that means when our voice changes. We got 5 seconds here. Let's get 1 or 2 more reps. Finish these out. And transition. We have squat front delt raises. So if you have that mini band, tensioning it between your arms or grabbing your dumbbells, getting yourself set up. 3 seconds and we are on. Ready? Let's hit it. Squat front delt raise. Notice that Heather here is taking it all the way overhead. This is an advanced movement that requires a lot of shoulder mobility. If you don't quite have that shoulder mobility, you're just going to take the band down to your hips as you squat and then up to shoulder height as a modification. Fantastic work, guys. We're over halfway. I want you trying to pick the pace up just a little bit. You guys are starting to get warm. You're feeling ready. You got 5 seconds here, getting 1 or 2 more reps in. Finishing this out, we're going to pop it down to the floor for clamshells. Ready? Grab your mini band or sky kicks. Remember, in your all fours position, driving one foot up to the ceiling for 30 seconds. Ready? Hit it. 30 seconds of work. Trying to go one side. We'll do the other side the next round. Now, as Heather's in this position, her feet are glued together and they will not leave each other. Her hip is staying in line with her ankles and her shoulders. Really honing in here, not letting her hips roll backwards and driving her knee straight up to the sky. This is how she's going to activate her glute med rather than her thigh muscles, which are going to want to take over. So really focus on your glute here, finishing it up, popping it up to the top for tippy toe star jumps. You can keep the band just above your quads, or you can slip it down onto your shins. Ready, set, go! 30 seconds. Look at that, Heather wanted to go. I pumped her up so much.
Woo!
Let's hit it, guys.
We love a good star.
Light on the toes, landing softly through the big ball of your big toe. That's where you want most of the pressure. If you start to put it onto your pinky toe, your ankles are going to roll to the outside. This is not what we want. That is an injury waiting to happen. So landing light on the big toe ball. We got 5 seconds here. Let's get 1 or 2 more in. Pop it out there. 3, 2, 1 more. Time. Well done at home. You can slip the mini band off. Go grab a little bit of water. We are going to go into round number 2. That's it. Look at that. We got it breathing heavy, guys. The warm-up is working.
It's working.
All right. We're starting back with our Superman lat pull-downs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it. 30 seconds of work. Head and shoulders are lifted. We're not cranking our neck up or chin to our chest. Again, keeping that airway open. Either one of those things is going to affect how you're breathing, and it would change your voice. So we want to keep our head neutral, in line with our spine as we're going. Head and shoulders lift at the same time, and you should be squeezing your glutes together to help take some pressure off the low back. Let's get 1 or 2 more. We got 3 seconds. Finish this rep. Well done. Standing it up. Curl to press is up next. 10 seconds of transition time. Getting yourself set up. This is just enough time to get ready. 1. Let's hit it. Curl to press. As you're going through this, elbows are staying tucked in tight on the curl. This is to isolate your bicep rather than letting your delt take over. And then as you press up, you want to press straight to the sky. If you can't quite get there, get your elbows up to a 90-degree angle with your shoulder, and then back down if you don't quite have that range of motion or you're getting an impingement. Just go to that shoulder height. You got 5 seconds. Let's get at 1 more full rep here. All the way up and down. Time. Well done. Squat front delt raises is your next exercise. So either getting your red band ready or dumbbells. Get set. Go. 30 seconds on the clock. I don't think I ever point with one finger anymore, guys. It's like a whole hand. Because I think, what was it? There's one finger pointing at you, there's 3 pointing back. Something like that. I remember that saying growing up.
Maybe like some cultures that point with their lips.
Yes, that would be my girlfriend from South America. Yes, African and South American cultures all point with their lips.
Some Native Americans.
I've started picking it up myself. You've probably noticed it in class. 1, finish out this rep. Time, well done. Clamshells, popping it down to the floor, getting your mini band on and ready. Should just take less than 10 seconds. We're doing your other side this time. Get yourself ready. Let's hit it. 30 seconds. Well done. Dawn, Grace, I know you guys are sharing some space. You can also alternate exercises so that you don't need the same equipment, or one of you is standing and one of you is down. You guys are doing fantastic at home. Vanessa, thank you so much for joining us. I know you're pumping these out, getting yourself warm and ready. Looking to build some muscle today. Less than 10 seconds to go, guys. Let's try to get 3 more good quality reps with a 1 count pause at the top. Avril crushing it, ready for your run after this. Time. Final exercise, popping it up to the top for your tippy toe star jacks. Get yourself ready. 5 seconds here. Compose yourself. And go! 30 seconds. Nicely done. Make sure I'm not going to get hit this time. That's it. Right out of range, guys.
Yeah, remember that time I put my finger in your mouth? That was fun.
Hashtag no context, guys. Let's do it.
Yes, let's
Sam
do it.
Harris pumping these out. I know you've got the agility and the cardio, so I want to see you flying faster than Heather here. Less than 10 seconds, guys. Shar, I know you're avoiding some dogs at home. Circular star jacks here. Time. That is the end of your warm-up, guys. Go grab some water, catch your breath a little bit, and we are going to stretch it out.
Stretch.
Well
I
done.
like a good stretch.
Good stretch. So, take a deep breath. We're going to reach up onto those toes. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to go through this 2 more times. Deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. That breath in should feel like you're sucking the whole universe in, guys. All the way up to the top. Last one here. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to hold it for a second. We're going to bring our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. We're going to slowly go side to side. You should be feeling this a lot in the back of your legs. If you're a little tight, you're going to feel it in your calf as well as your hamstring. I want you to shake your head no, nod it yes. There's a lot of tension in that neck, so just let it loose. From here, we're going to plant our hands. Slowly toe heel our feet out side to side into a side split. Oh yeah, Heather, we're changing up today. Those inner thighs need to get warm today because we do have an exercise specifically targeting them. So from here, I want you guys to slowly walk yourself back into a seated position if you can. Careful not to overstretch yourself. Well done. Good. Nicely done, Heather. Now,
Thanks.
we're going to take our hands to one side and then to the other, almost like we would do standing up, but we're going to do it seated today. I want you tall through your chest, holding your core braced, going side to side. You guys are doing an excellent job here. Now, one side, we're going to lift our arms up, take a deep breath in, exhale, and fold to one toe. If you can't quite get to your toe, you're going to reach to your shin or your ankle. We're not going to hold this for very long. We're going to go on to our other side. Deep breath in, reach up, exhale to your other toe. Again, with this, if you can't quite get your toe, getting to your shin or your ankle, and you're trying to get the back of your knee pressed to the floor. Well done, Heather. We're going to come into a tabletop position. So flipping ourselves over, all fours position, hands are underneath our shoulders, knees are underneath our hips. We're going to go through cat-cow. We're going to do this 5 times, as big and exaggerated as you can. All the way for the through movement. I want you feeling each individual piece of your spine moving as you go. Your hip is included in this because your tailbone is part of your spine and it sits in between your hip bones. So I want you trying to tilt your pelvis as far as it goes in both directions. Doing a great job here, guys. As soon as you're done your 5 cat-cow, we're going to go down to our elbows and bring them right to our knees. From here, I want you to take one hand to your ear, and you're going to take that elbow as far up to the ceiling as it can go, and then go elbow to elbow. You may get a couple of pops and cracks here. That's okay. We're opening up our thoracic spine, that is our mid-spine, because there is a little bit of rotation today and some compression on our spine, so we want to make sure that we are using it the way it's needed. We're going to do 3 or 4 on one side, and then we are going to switch sides. Again, right up to the ceiling. You can drive down through the elbow that's on the floor and try to open yourself a little bit more, but make sure that you're not forcing it. You're just going to where it's uncomfortable, not painful. You're going to even it out on this side. When you're ready, you're going to come back into that tabletop position, step your left foot outside of your left hand, and then sit up into a lunge position. From here, you're going to tuck the hips underneath, drive down towards that front foot, and for a deeper stretch, reach that right arm up and lean to that left side. You should be feeling this all down your core from yesterday's workout and in your hip flexor from Wednesday's workout. Maybe even a little bit from yesterday with all the cardio that we did. Doing a great job, guys. When you're ready, you're going to set your hands back down, switch your legs, and repeat on the other side. Sitting up into that lunge position, tucking the hips underneath, shifting the hips forward, and then this is an extra stretch. So you may already be getting that without the arm. If you're not and you are a little bit more flexible, reach your hand up and you can even lean to that opposite side for a deeper stretch. Well done. Set both hands back down. We're going to step to a high plank, push to downward dog, and you know your favorite stretch, pedaling out your heels, guys. Really working those calves because there is a little bit of cardio today, so we want to get those calves ready to avoid any injuries. Well done. Walking your hands back towards our feet to a forward fold, slowly rolling ourselves up one vertebrae at a time. making sure not to rush. There is a purpose to the slow roll. This is to help the blood level inside your body so that it doesn't all just pull out of your head and you don't pass out. So again, go slow, make sure that the blood levels out, and we stay conscious for the workout, guys.
That'd be ideal.
That'd be nice.
It would be nice. I'm going to grab some water myself, guys, and then we are going to go over the exercises for workout 1.0. For workout 1.0, there are 4 exercises back to back, 40 seconds each with 10 seconds in between. The first block of 4 exercises is focusing on your back and biceps. So for your first exercise, you have wide bicep curls. You're going to keep your elbows glued in tight, and you're going to go wide with your arms. You can do this one with a red band as well. It is a little bit more awkward, so if you have dumbbells, highly recommend it, but it is possible keeping it wide. Now the reason it's wide is that you have 2 heads of the muscle in your biceps, and this is focusing on the inner one with the wide bicep curl. 40 seconds of work, go lighter if need be. Our second exercise is a high row. So we're hinged forward, elbows are going to come in line with the shoulders, and we're going to drive them sky high. Option to do this with a red band as well. It works the same way, having it underneath your feet and pulling it to the sky. From there, we are going to do bicep curls. However, we have 3 rounds. The first round, you're only doing the top half. So you're stopping the dumbbell halfway and then curling it back up to the top. The second time that we go through this exercise, you'll be doing the bottom half of the curl for 40 seconds. And the third time through, we will be doing full curls from the bottom to the top. You can do them like Heather with her palms faces out, or you can do them as hammer curls in a neutral grip. Our fourth exercise is rows. So just like the high row, same position, hinge forward, but instead of having the elbows in line with the shoulders, you tuck them in tight to the sides and bring them right across the ribs. Those are your 4 exercises. You can use the same dumbbells, or highly recommend having 2 sets. A heavier one for the rows, well, for the regular rows and the regular bicep curls, and a lighter pair for the wide curls and the high rows. Get it ready, guys. We are going to put 40 seconds on the clock. Ready to go?
Ready to go?
Ready to go. All right, guys. It is on in 3, 2, 1. Wide curls. Go. 40 seconds. Curling it all the way up to the top. You guys are doing a fantastic job here. Again, elbows are staying glued in tight. Rib cage is staying close to your ribs. Rib cage is staying close to the ribs. That would be good. It's staying close to the hips. Little bend through the knees so that your pelvis doesn't start sticking out at the back. So that little bend tucks it underneath and is going to help everything stay neutral. Well done, guys. You're over halfway. Slow and control. Notice that Heather has her shoulders pulled back and down so that her shoulders aren't taking over the movement for her biceps. We have 5 seconds to go here. Let's get 1 or 2 more good quality reps in here, and then we have high rows. So if you guys need to, you can go a little bit lighter for this one, or red band, getting yourself set up underneath 2 feet and pulling. Get ready? Let's hit it. Hinge forward. Nice flat back here. Heather's trying to take her belly button to her spine to keep it engaged. Little bend through the knees. Most of the weight is through her heel, but she's finding her tripod. That is the big ball, the little ball, and the heel of her foot, having a nice weight distribution throughout the whole foot. Head is in line with the spine in order to keep her airway open and not closed in either direction, and driving those elbows in line with her shoulders. This is going to help work the supraspinatus as well as the rhomboid right between the shoulder blades. You guys are doing a fantastic job. We got 5 seconds to go here. Let's get 2 good quality reps in there. 2 seconds. Finish this one out. Time. Top curls, guys. This is going to be challenging because you have to stop the weight halfway and then curl back up to the top. Get ready. Get set. Let's go. Top half curls. Stopping the weight at 90 degrees and then pulling up to the top. This is going to be really challenging. So focus on your form, because what's going to happen is that as you're stopping, you're going to want to tilt forward with your whole body. I want you to really squeeze and start stopping the weight before you get to 90. That's the only way it's going to stop at 90. It's like your car. You wouldn't start hitting the brakes at the stop sign. You want to start a little bit earlier, engaging those biceps, and start stopping it at about halfway in order to hit that halfway mark on the dot. Get ready, guys. 5 seconds. Let's finish out 1 more good quality rep. 3, 2, 1. Get ready. Rows. Regular rows. So if you need to, grab heavier weights. Elbows are tucked in tight to the sides. Hinge forward. Get yourself set up. Let's hit it. 40 seconds. These are really short intervals, which is why we're gonna do it a little bit more. You guys are able to do a little bit more work or heavier work in the shorter duration. So this is a lot more strength-based today. So if you have weights, go heavier. If you have a red band, try to go a little bit more tension. We're gonna do these a few more times, so you'll have time to go lighter or modify later on. I want you to start heavier as possible during the first and second round, and modify as need be in the third. After this, guys, we are gonna take a little breather. We're gonna go back up to the top for our wide bicep curls. 4 seconds here, let's get one more good quality rep. Squeeze and slow. Well done, guys. Grab a little bit of water. You got about 30 seconds, and we are on to round number 2. Starting off with the wide bicep curls. Again, elbows tight, hands are out wide, and curling up to the top, hitting this nice inner piece of your bicep curl. So when you guys flex at the beach this summer, when it's allowed, it's popping for you. Ready?
Yeah. Ready. Well,
All right, guys. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Wide bicep curls. As we talked about, we're going to be here for a little bit of time. 40 seconds, 3 times. So even though it's a shorter interval, we're doing it more often, so that you do have the same amount of time under tension as doing it for longer, but for less sets. So let's work as hard as we can in these 40 seconds. It's a very short time to be working. It's very little time under tension. So you should be able to get a few more reps or go a little bit heavier. You're doing a fantastic job here, Heather, as are you at home, keeping those shoulder blades down and back, elbows glued in tight to the sides with a little bend for the knees. Less than 10 seconds to go, guys. Let's get a few more quality reps in here. Let's get 2 more if possible. Finish this one. Slow, 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 slow. High rows coming up. Transitioning into a forward fold. Elbows in line with the spine. Get ready. In line with the spine. Elbows in line with the shoulders. Trying to make a full 180-degree line from elbow to elbow. That is our goal with the high row. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Now, if you have noticed one side's not feeling quite as strong as the other, I want you to put a little bit more attention into the side that's not getting as high as the other one. Your strong arm will follow suit and do what the other one does. So focus a little bit more on one side if it's a little lower to get it to that shoulder height. Your strong arm will follow, I promise you. 10 seconds here. Let's get 3 reps in that time. Just 3. Control it out. That's 2 for Heather. We got 4 seconds. 1 more. Nicely done, guys. Good control. Coming up, bottom curls. Coming up to the top. Doing a fantastic job of controlling the reps. Squeezing it out. Now, if you want a real challenge, you can slow these down and just have constant movement and have a goal of getting only 10 reps in 40 seconds. Slow and controlled. That is 1 rep every 4 seconds. It's going to be a lot more challenging. If you have lighter weights, this is highly recommended because it's going to give you a lot more time under tension during your concentric and eccentric contractions. So slowing it down and having 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. Those are full seconds and getting only 10 reps. So this is 1 final rep for Heather here. 1. Nicely done, Heather. Rows coming up. Again, if you want a challenge, just 10 reps in 40 seconds. Again, taking 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. That is the timer right there. It is on 40 seconds. This is your final exercise of the round number 2, block 1. 1 more round to go, guys. Again, trying to get 1 rep every 4 seconds and not stopping at the bottom. That's not what I'm talking about here, guys. Taking 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down, and then right away into your next rep. That is halfway. If you're looking for that challenge, you should be over 5 reps, just finishing your 6th and going on to your 7th. There's 12 seconds on the clock. Looking to finish out just 3 reps, if possible, in that time. Squeeze at the top, trying to get those shoulder blades to pinch a pencil between them. Final rep here. Done. Well done, guys. That's the face, guys. Grab a little bit of water.
Yo, old twitchy eye.
We are on round number 3, your final round of these 4 exercises. So, what we talked about with Heather was going a little bit slower, aiming for 10 reps. I want everybody to try it at home, okay? 10 reps of constant movement in 40 seconds for each and every single exercise, regardless of if it's heavier or lighter, taking 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. Get yourself ready. You're on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it. 40 seconds on the clock. Again, Trying for just 10 reps. 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. Heather going into her second rep here. Nice and controlled. That's it. I'm going to count Mississippi's. Ready? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Going down. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Up. Nice, that's it. Slow and control with some nice constant movement. We are looking to be done our 5th, going on our 6th rep. There's only 16 seconds left. Only 4 reps in that time, guys. No holds at the bottom. We got no rest, no holds at the top. Constant movement throughout the whole thing. That's how we're going to get our time under tension here. And slow it down, work some strength. 1 second, time, well done. High rows are up next. These are going to be challenging for 10 reps. Go a little bit slower. Take your time. 10 reps, guys. Let's get it. Hitting it up. 1. Good. Well done. That was 4 seconds. Perfectly for Heather. Going into her second rep here. Nice exhales. If you can hear it at home. Big exhale. She draws her elbows up to the ceiling. And inhale as she goes back down. 4 seconds. We should be done our 5th rep right now. That is 5 reps. We're looking to finish out another 5 in those 20 seconds. This is really challenging, guys. It's going to make those muscles burn, and that's only fatigue, okay? You're not quite at full failure yet, so I want you to push through that burning sensation, that tired sensation, and try to get out one final rep here. Push through it. Time. Well done. Full bicep curls. Neutral or supinated. Your call. Ready? Let's go. If you guys are going hammer curls, this is going to work your forearm as well as your bicep. If you're working to work just your bicep, you're going to have your palms face out and curl up to the top that way. Your bicep works a lot more in supinated position than it does in neutral or pronated. That's going to be your brachialis, your forearm muscle, taking over a lot more if you're in that neutral grip. But it's going to make it a lot easier because you have more muscles involved. 12 seconds on the clock. We are looking to get out 3 more quality reps. How are you feeling, Heather?
Good.
Good?
Good.
Great.
All right, guys, let's get it. 1 final rep. 4 seconds. Take the whole time. Slow, 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 slow. Done. Woo. Nicely done. 1 more exercise. 40 seconds. Regular rows. If you need to, shake your hands out. Those forearms are probably getting a little tight. Ready? Let's go. 40 seconds. 10 reps. Controlling it out. Same as all the others. This is your final exercise of this block. We're going to give you a whole new set of exercises. So let's work. 30 seconds on the clock. Slow and controlled. 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. It's going to be really challenging to have that slow contraction up. We are so used to having a small, fast burst to get our muscles up there. This is a different type of workout if you try to go smooth and controlled. I know it's challenging, but we don't grow if we're comfortable. 6 seconds, finish out this rep, do 1 more. 4 seconds, finish it out. Slow, slow, slow. 2, 1, time. Well done, guys.
Abs.
That is the end of block 1, workout 1.0. Grab some water. We are going to demo our second block of exercises. A whole new set of 4 exercises. So, our first one, our fire hydrants. We're going to be down in a tabletop position. The first round, we are going to do one side. Small, fast pulses with one leg, trying to have minimal tilt through our hips as we go. The second round, we're going to do our other side. And for round number 3, you will alternate fire hydrant ups. You're going to alternate side to side with just 1 rep per side for round number 3. Our second exercise, you're going to need a chair or a couch or a partner for your adductor lifts. So in an almost side plank position, you're going to have 1 leg out. Try to have your whole shin on it to take a little pressure off your knee. From there, up in that side plank, you're going to go down and up, driving through your foot, keeping your quad engaged with a slight bend through the knee. We do not want to lock the leg out here. We want to keep a little bend to activate the muscles and save the joint. 1 round, 1 side. Round number 3, you will switch at halfway. For our next exercise, some heavy squats, guys. Some squats. So grab a heavy weight, grab a small child, get it ready. You're going to bring it up to your chest in a goblet squat, or you're going to have it down in a sumo squat style. Your call, whichever one you can hold onto it for the full 40 seconds. And again, if you're looking to build up some strength, go slow. Do 1 rep every 4 seconds. Again, that's only 10 reps in the 40 seconds. This is what's going to get you guys that strength, that smooth, controlled movement, help you put on some muscle. Parker, Vanessa. Our next exercise, TikTok lunges, spelt the same way as the social media app. You're gonna keep one foot as your pivot point, step into a front lunge, and then a reverse lunge. Same side for one round. The third round is when you will switch it halfway. Thank you, Heather. That is all 4 exercises, guys. We are gonna get ready, starting off with our fire hydrants. That was a hard elbow. I apologize, Heather.
Did you hear the bottom clunk?
She doesn't do Muay Thai, guys. She's hurting a little bit on that one. I apologize. Fire hydrants coming up in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Pulse, 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 pulse. If her arm gives out, that's my fault, guys. So, with this one, as we talked about, you're trying to have minimal movement through the hips. You're trying to keep them level and working that glute med on your one side. The more you're able to keep your hips level with your shoulders, the more intense this exercise is going to burn. That is over halfway right there. Beginners, you guys can switch sides. Heather, advanced, intermediate members, sticking with the same side for the full 40. The second round through, we will do your other side. Pulse it, pulse it, pulse it. Hit, 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 hit. Nicely done. Trying to keep that knee up in line with the hip. 4 seconds here. Pulse it out. You can do this. 1. Done. Well done. Adductor lifts. Finding your chair. Finding your couch. Finding a small child or somebody in tabletop position. Getting yourself set up. Ready? Set. Let's go. 40 seconds. Slow and controlled. This is a really hard movement because it's working a very specific part of our leg that we don't normally work, but it is really important for stability, our inner thigh. So slow and controlled, an excellent modifier for this, like Heather has done, is bringing her knee onto the cushion or the chair and having your foot bent behind you. If you guys are working a couch, your bottom leg as well will be bent behind you. Just having your knee right along the edge. You're doing fantastic work here. Less than 10 seconds to go. Let's try to get 2 quality reps in that time. I know it burns. Let's finish this one out. 3 seconds. 1 time. Well done. Standing up. Heavy squats. Getting your small child. Getting your heavy dumbbell. Getting yourself set up. Or you guys can use a red band. Doubled up. Ready? Let's go. Keeping a lot of tension underneath it. Again, slow and controlled. 2 seconds down. 2 seconds up. Trying to have just 10 reps in the 40 seconds. You guys are doing excellent work. As you're going, we're sticking our hips back first, keeping the core tight, and our chest as lifted as possible. Little bend through our ankle as we're going. Your knee can travel a little bit forward because we want to have our big ball grounded the whole time. If your knee is staying exactly where it is, there's a little bit too much weight in your heel. We want to bring a little bit more weight forward. You guys are doing a fantastic job at home. 3 seconds, finish 1 final rep. Time. Set that weight off to the side. We got tick-tock lunges. 40 seconds, one side. 1 rep, counting as forward and back. Ready? Let's hit it. 40 seconds. As you step forward and back into your lunges, we want to stay as tall through our torso as possible. If you're getting pulled forward, it is most likely the hip flexor on the back leg that is really tight and pulling you down because it inserts on your low back. So if that's really tight, it's gonna pull you forward. So I want you guys, it's gonna feel like a stretch. Stay as tall as possible and sink the back knee. We're trying to get 90 degree angles with both knees. Let's hit it out here. Hip, knee, 90. Let's go. 4 seconds, 1 final rep. Finish this one out. And time. Shake those legs. Grab some water. And we're going to go into round number 2, guys. Starting off with your fire hydrants on the other side, as well as your adductor lifts on the other side. Heather did her left leg for both.
Yes.
So now she's going to do her right leg for both.
Yes.
Get yourself set up, guys. Fire hydrants in 3, 2, 1. Hit it. 40 seconds on the clock. Pulse on it. Try to pulse as much as possible. And again, as we talked about, the more your hips can stay level with your shoulders, the stronger your glute med is going to get, and it's going to fatigue a lot faster, but that means you're working it harder. So, really trying to keep those hips level. I know it's challenging, and trying to keep your arm in line with your other leg. This is going to help your core engage and work that balance. You got 15 seconds to go here. Pulse it, pulse it. Hit, 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 hit. Nicely done, guys. Heather has picked up that pace because she hates me a little bit, and she's using that anger. Let's go. 5 seconds. Finishing this out. 4, 3, 2, finish. Get it. Pulse, 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 pulse. Done. You don't have to love me now. You'll love me later. Next up, adductor lifts. Get yourself on your chair, your couch. 3 seconds to set up. And let's go. In this one, you guys can either be down on your elbow like Heather is, or you can be up on your hand, whichever one is a little bit more stable for you. As you're going, your other hand is trying to balance. You can go wherever it needs to. It can go on your hip. You can lift up to the ceiling. It is your call. As you're going up and down, you're trying to have straight movement up and down with your hips. You're looking to have your knee in line with your shoulder and hips pressed forward, just like a side plank is. There's 12 seconds on the clock. Let's go. 3 quality, smooth reps. 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up. Finish this out, guys. 4 seconds. 1 more quality rep in there. Finish it out. Squeeze.
Oh.
Well
it's
done.
work, cover.
Heavy squats are up
horseback
next.
riding muscles.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Get it ready. Heavy squats coming up. And let's go. 40 seconds. Grabbing your dumbbell, picking it up. Slow it down. 10 reps in 40 seconds. It's a challenge. I know it sounds easy, but it's only 10 reps. Go slow. Get that time under tension. 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up. I know it's really challenging to go slow on the way up. You want to go fast. That's what you normally train. So let's switch it up. Slow on the way up and slow on the way down. It's a lot of time under tension. That's what I keep talking about. That is what's going to burn your muscles out today. It's not necessarily the amount of work to do. It's just the time that you're working for. 3 seconds. Finish this 1 rep. 1 rep and TikTok lunges coming up. 10 seconds. Other leg. Heather did her left leg last time. Now it's the right. Get ready. Get set. We're on. 40 seconds. Working it. Hands can be on your hips. Hands can be in a prayer action. Place. Your call. Whatever you want to use. Words.
The words.
They're words. You can have them at your chest. Clasp. They can be on your hips. Whatever's going to help you with balance. But that does not take away the fact that you need to be bracing your core. Squeeze it every time you exhale. Brace. Brace. Every time. This is going to help you keep your balance, and it's going to make the movement smoother and easier. As we go through, if we're working our core, trying to stabilize the whole time, it's taking a lot more energy. So the smoother you are, the easier it's going to be. Time. Get some water, guys. We're going into round number 3, our final round of workout 1.0. So grab a little bit of water, catch your breath. Final 4 exercises. For the fire hydrants, we are alternating side to side. For the adductor lifts, we are switching at 20 seconds. And the TikTok lunges, we are switching at 20 seconds. So get yourself set up. Get ready. We are on in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Alternating side to side, fire hydrants, trying to get knee up to hip level and trying to have minimal movement through the hips. Just trying to have pure strength, getting that knee in line with the hips. We are over 10 seconds in. You are doing a fantastic job at home. I want you pushing the whole time. We're halfway. Less than 20 seconds to go. Big exhale as you drive that knee up. This is the last time that you have fire hydrants, so work through it. Just 10 seconds here. Anybody who wants a bigger peach, this is the one right here. Grit through it. Work on your goals in your mind. Remember why you want it. 3 seconds. Get 1 more time. Nicely done at home. Adductor lifts. So, switching at 20 seconds. Very smooth transition, just like a side squat. Side squat. Side plank. Get ready. Let's hit it. One side. 20 seconds. And we'll do your other side. I will let you know when. All you got to do is focus on this side, looking to get 5 reps in 20 seconds. Less than 10 seconds to go. We're going to switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Other side. That is halfway marker right there. We have switched sides really quickly. And again, trying to get another 5 reps on our other side. After this, you guys have your heavy squats coming up. So make sure that transition is going to be ready. You got your weights nearby, or your small child, Jenna Goddard, large child. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Time. Well done. Heavy squats coming up. Get ready. Slow it down. A full 40 seconds, your final time. Let's hit it. And go. Grab your weight, squat it up to the top. Melissa Prue, I know at home you are working just as hard as Stephanie Magliocco, because you guys are going to have a battle of the strength when you're back in the studio. Let's go. Matt, I know you are as well, so I want you pushing it. Kayla Chaplinsky, even though we can't see you, girl, I know you're working hard. that ghetto camera of yours. 20 seconds to go. We're going into our final exercise, tick-tock lunges. Charlie and Allison at home are battling it out. I know, trying to see who can do more weight or more reps in that time. But slow it down. 10 smooth reps. That's all we're looking for in the 40 seconds. Finish this one out. Time. Tick-tock lunges. 20 seconds each leg. Pick your leg to start off with. We are on in 4 seconds. Breathing, getting ready, and we're going. 40 seconds, one leg for 20, other leg for 20. In the time, slowing it down, breaking yourself into that lunge. Slow and controlled, saving your other knee. We're not just dropping onto the floor. You only get one pair of knees unless you get surgery. 3 seconds, ready, set, switch sides. But I still only think you get one knee replacement in your life, and they last about 5 to 10 years. So please be kind to yourself and be gentle on your knees. 10 seconds to go, guys. Let's finish out 2 or 3 reps in that time. One more, 4 seconds. 2, 1, done. Workout 1.0, guys. Well done. Go grab some water, and we are going to go into workout 2.0. For workout 2.0, we're going to change it up a little bit. We had 3 supersets. We are only going to do 2 of them. Your first one is good morning pulse. So, with a lighter weight or with body weight, it is your call. You can even do this with a red band. You're going to be in a hinged forward position, pulsing for 25 seconds. After your 25 seconds, you will have a 10-second transition, and we're doing temper tantrums on the floor. We're not doing this on a couch or a chair. We're doing it on the floor. So if you have a couch cushion, pull it off and place it nearby, because you're going to be doing temper tantrum here. Hips are lifted the whole time. The last time we saw this, a lot of you put your hips.
Sorry.
A lot of you put your hips down. That is not the way that temper tantrums work. Hips are lifted, small and fast with those feet for 25 seconds.
My calves.
25 seconds, guys. As soon as that's done, we're going right back to good morning pulse for 25 seconds. We're going to do this 2 times through.
Woo. I would hazard to say
Get your
it's
couch.
harder on the floor than it is elevating. Just throwing that out there.
It is.
Get your couch cushions ready, guys.
Get your pillows, get your couch cushions. We do not recommend a small child for this one.
No.
Good morning pulses, 25 seconds, 10 seconds to transition over to your good morning pulse, and you will have another 10 seconds to get back to the good morning pulse. Again, we're only going to do each exercise twice for 25 seconds. Ready?
Let's do it.
Set.
Come on, Raven.
Let's go. 25 seconds, pulsing it out. Notice, all of Heather's movement is coming from her hip. Her low back is staying locked in place. It's not rounding up and down as she goes. Little bend through the knees, light on her toes, most of the weight's in her heels, and holding a dumbbell close to her chest. We don't want this loose. We want it tight to her chest to add a little bit more of a moment arm. 10 seconds, get ready for your temper.
This is going to be good.
25 seconds.
Let's go,
Ready?
proactive.
3
This is
seconds.
going to be good.
Sit. Go.
Okay.
That's it. 5 seconds in, guys. I know it feels a lot longer.
Temper
Let's
tantrums.
go.
Let's
Temper
go.
tantrums. Hit. Faster, Heather.
I'm trying.
Go. Hit. 10 seconds left. At home, I know you guys are pushing. Go, Heather. Go. Come on. Get angry at it.
I
Let's work it. 3, 2, 1. Time. Standing up. You got 10 seconds. We're back to good morning pulses.
Let's
Get
go,
ready.
proactive.
We're on in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Pulsing it out. Nice tall back. Shoulders are pinned back. Tall through this mid-back section. Sticking your butt as far back as it goes. You guys are doing fantastic. Locking that core in place. I know those hamstrings are burning. I know those calves are burning. We're working. 25 seconds. That's it, guys. I know it feels a lot longer when it's a fast movement. 5 seconds to go. Let's get 3 or 4 more pulses in that time. 1. Transitioning back to your couch cushion. 25 seconds of
I'll be
tension.
starting a support group after class.
Aren't you happy I reduced it to 2 times? Ready?
Let's go, proactive. Let's lay down.
Go. Hit.
Temper tantrums. Let's see it.
Let's go.
I'm trying, Kat.
Fast, Mike.
Go,
Come
go,
on,
go,
Charlie
go.
Allison.
14 seconds left.
Go, Jenna. Quick.
Fast. Pulse,
Kick
pulse,
her,
pulse, pulse,
Michaela.
pulse. Less than 10 seconds. That's all the work you have. Come on.
Go,
Heather.
Mike,
Let's
go, Mike.
4 seconds. Work it. 2, 1.
Oh.
Done.
Oh my gosh. I actually can't believe how hard that is. Wow.
Well done, guys. That is the end of your temper tantrum.
How those hammies feeling, guys?
I'm lightheaded.
We are going on to your next superset, and I'm actually going to leave this up to Heather. Which one would you prefer to do, the shrimp squat or the glute bridges?
The glute bridges.
Glute bridges, guys. So your next superset is heavy glute bridges. Heather here is going to use a 55-pound dumbbell, the same weight that she used for her heavy squat. So at home, using the same weight you used for that. If you have a mini band, you are putting it on around your knees, right above the knee at the quads. From here, the dumbbell is going to sit on your hip bone. You can kind of feel, if you press there with your thumbs, there's bone. That's where the flat part of the dumbbell should be sitting. Feet are right underneath your knees. From there, pressing the hips up into a straight line so that your hips make that line between knees and shoulders. Holding for a 1 count and going back down. Making sure you're not overarching. You're just trying to make that nice flat line. From here, you guys are going to bring the weight off of you. You have 10 seconds and you have fast monster walks side to side. So the band can stay where it is, or you can take it down to your ankles. Notice Heather has a little side shuffle side to side. Her legs are staying straight. You should feel this in your glutes.
Yeah.
Only 25 seconds for each one, 2 times through. Get yourselves ready.
Okay.
Get yourself set.
Where's that?
Not quite yet. Gotta get that dumbbell out there.
She's heavy.
On in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. 25 seconds on the clock. Heavy glute bridges. Driving those hips up to make that straight line between shoulders and knees. This is your final superset of Workout 2.0. So I want you giving everything you have before we go into the finisher. That's the halfway marker. That's over 12 seconds. We are trying to do as many quality reps as you can in the 25 seconds. Getting ready for your fast monster walks. 1 time, well done. 10 seconds. If you don't have a band, you guys are in low squat shuffles for 25 seconds. Ready, set, hit it. 25 seconds. Fast monster walks. Little pulses sideways. Burning the glutes out. 25 seconds before we pop it back down for heavy glute bridges one more time. She's rolling through, guys. She's going to take me out. 12 seconds to go
You
here.
look great, Heather.
Fantastic work. Keeping your legs as straight as possible for the next 5 seconds. Burn it out. Get ready to pop it back down for your heavy glute bridge. 1. Take it down to the floor, guys. Heavy glute bridges coming at you. It's only 10 seconds. Just enough time for you to get that weight back on your hips. Ready? Set. Let's go. We're hitting it. Getting those hips up with a good squeeze at the top. When you get there, instead of driving up, squeeze the glutes and then release back down to the floor. In the 25 seconds, looking to get about 6, 7 reps in that time. You're doing fantastic at home, pressing those feet down into the floor. Less than 10 seconds, we're going to pop it back up for one more set of fast monster walks. 3, finish this one out. 1 time, 10 seconds, set that weight down. Get yourself set up. Fast monster walks, 25 seconds, and we go to the
Come on,
finisher.
Heather. Give me a
Ready,
monster. Come on.
set, let's go.
Fun monster? Fun monster?
No, an angry monster. Come
Hangry
on.
monster. Hangry Heather.
Hangry model be
She already ate a protein bar before. She's not hangry that way. 25 seconds, pushing this out. Fast, come on. Go.
She's
Working
burning.
it.
You're a
Working it.
monster.
10 seconds at home, guys. 10 seconds. That's all you gotta do. Work for it. 5, 4,
Burn.
3,
Buzz.
2, 1. Time. Well done.
Cross.
Take the
Buzz.
bands off.
Woo.
Get some water. Catch your breath. And we are gonna go into an AMRAP.
I'm Rapian.
AMRAPian
Yes, I am an Rapian.
would it be an EMOMian?
It's, yeah.
Alright guys, 4, the finisher. We have an AMRAP. There are 4 moves. They are very fast, small moves. So you're going to be doing 20 reps of every single move. As many rounds as you can. Our first exercise is bicep pulse. You can do this with a lighter pair of dumbbells or a red band. You're just pulsing right in the middle, for 20 reps. Small, fast hammer curl or supinated, your call. Second exercise is banded pull-aparts. Just pulsing it at the very end range of the movement. If you do not have a red band, you can go very lightweight and pulse a reverse fly or body weight. Our next exercise is squat pulse. Knees are pressed out, holding the bottom range of the motion, just pulsing up and down. And your last exercise is lunge pulse with 10 reps per side. Pulsing it out, balancing yourself, bracing that core, 10 pulses per leg, and then back up to the top for your bicep pulses. 20 reps of each exercise, as many times as you can, in the next 4 minutes. Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah, you are. All right, guys.
We're ready, right? Proactive.
Always
right, Greg? Right,
Get
Sam?
your weights or your red band ready, because we are on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 4 minutes on the clock, 20 bicep pulses. As soon as you are done your 20 bicep pulses, you have 20 banded pull-apart pulses or reverse fly pulses with either a very light pair of dumbbells or soup cans even. After your banded pull-apart pulses, you have squat pulses at the very bottom, pulsing it out. You can do sumo, you can do narrow, it is your call. Narrow is going to work more quads, wider is going to work more glutes. Your final exercise is your lunge pulses with 10 per side. That's it, just 10 pulses per side with perfect form. Driving that knee down, chest is lifted, knees are at 90 degrees both sides. After your 10 lunge pulses, back up to the top for your 10 bicep pulses. After bicep pulse, banded pull-apart pulse, followed by your squat pulse into your lunge pulse. You are doing fantastic, Heather. We are almost at 1 minute. Her goal now is to get 4 rounds at least in the 4 minutes. That is 1 per minute. Look at that. Perfect timing, guys. Perfect timing. 1 minute off the clock into our next 20 bicep pulses, followed by 20 banded pull-apart pulses, 20 squat pulses, and 20 lunge pulses, 10 per side. Let's get it, guys. Aiming for 4 rounds or more. Jenny B, Sam Parents, Avril, I'm looking at you to get 5 or more. Let's get it, guys. Pulsing it out. Shoulders staying back and down the whole time. Core is locked in. Rib cage is close to the hips. Hit it. Nicely done. If you guys want to, you can make Emerson noises. It does help. I've tested it. After this, squat pulses, followed by lunge pulses, 10 reps per side, and back up to the top for your bicep pulse. Bicep pulse, banded pull-apart pulse, squat pulse, lunge pulse. Those are your 4 exercises. They're all pulses, guys. All of them. 20 reps each. Working as much as you can. I know it's challenging. Your body's tired. But this is where we start to see results. When you're tired, when you can push through the fatigue, not the pain, through the fatigue, and do a little bit more than you did last time, that's where we see the growth and the change. Heather, onto her 3rd round, just over the halfway marker. Onto her 2nd exercise already, the banded pull-apart pulse. Followed, again, by squat and then lunge pulse. We have combined the arms together and the legs together to give you guys a little bit more of a burnout at the end. We are coming up on 90 seconds left in our finisher. So let's get it, guys. 30 seconds to finish out your squat pulse and your lunge pulse if that's what you're on. And getting onto your 4th or even your 5th rep if you guys have good form and you're flying. Again, 20 bicep pulse, 20 banded pull-apart pulse, 20 squat pulse, 20 lunge pulse, total 10 per side. Let's get it, Heather. Come on, finish this out. And we are on to round number 4 with just over 60 seconds left. Heather here is going to be able to start her 5th round before this finisher is done. At home, I want you trying to beat Heather. Let's go. Heather, I want you trying to beat these people at home. Let's do it. 20 pulses, 20 banded pull-apart pulse, 20 squat pulse, 10 lunge pulse per side. Let's get it. Greg, Michaela at home. I know you guys are doing a fantastic job trying to keep that butt back, chest lifted on the squats. Vanessa, Mike, you guys I know are pushing your limits as well. Aiming for that 5th round. Mike, I know you're flying through this one with little girls doing whirlwinds around you. Let's get it. We have less than 30 seconds, Heather. She's going to be able to start her 5th round with the bicep curls. I think you're going to be able to finish those, yeah? Yeah, I think so. She can do it. 20 seconds on the clock. They don't take that long. Let's get it. Steph Stone, Steph Bagliocco. I know you guys are trying to beat Heather here with 5 rounds or more. Steph, I'm aiming for 6 for you. 10 seconds on the clock. Let's get it. Finish these. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Well done at home. That is the end of the workout.
Good job, guys.
Congratulations for finishing the finisher. Well done, guys. Let us know in the comments how many rounds were you able to finish of that finisher. Was it 4? Was it 5? Did you get more than that? Let us know because we want to know. Or better yet, post it on social media and hashtag us. We are proactive and hashtag give vitamins because that is who we are helping this month. Check in on Facebook. Hashtag give vitamins. Every 2 check-ins is going to give vitamins to undernourished mothers and children who need it in third world countries. So please check in, hashtag give vitamins, show us how many rounds of the finisher you finished, and hashtag we are proactive. We want to see it, guys. Let's do it. Stay tuned. Heather's going to stretch it out.
Yes, we are. Good job, Kyle. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Thanks for not banging my elbow. All right, guys. Welcome to the stretch. I'm
Awesome
going to
work,
sit.
Kyle.
I'm going to take these bad boys off, and I'm going to sit. I don't know about you, but those adductor exercises are really challenging. So I'm going to take a second, and I'm going to limber up.
It's amazing.
Just like we did in our opening stretch. Let's go in a straddle position. Let's just gently, with a tall spine, try not to hump forward with a tall spine. You're going to just rotate around one side to the other. I find that keeping my arms up allows me a better range of motion. If you feel like you can keep your arms down and it keeps your posture tickety-boo, then do that. What was your guys' favorite part of that workout? Let us know. I think that my favorite part was the fire hydrants, the adductor lifts, the squat, and the TikTok lunge combination. I kind of liked the variety in those moves. I'm going to take one foot, put it forward. I'm going to take one leg and take it back and wide. And then I'm going to take my front leg, lift it out now that I'm in this position, and I'm going to lean back. It's going to stretch all the way through here, guys. Only lean back to what you're comfortable with. Some of us might be able to lie all the way down on the floor. I do not identify as one of those people. So I'm going to stay right here. You do whatever feels best for you. Really breathe through the stretch. And then switching sides. Excuse me, whenever you're ready.
Is that Sam Harris hanging from the ceiling again?
Is she back? Oh, this feels nice after all the glute work. All right, from here, guys, I'm going to take the bottom of my feet. I'm going to place them together like so. I like to hold on to my feet here. It might be more comfortable for you to hold on to ankles or not hold on at all. Do whatever works best for you. Try to keep a tall spine and just quietly drive your knees towards the ground. Let's not do big pulses right now. Let's just have a little bit of a static push. I find that if I try to scrub my heels in towards my body while I push down, I get a more solid stretch out of this in the places that I want it, in the adductor area. And then if you're comfortable too, guys, you can kind of melt into this one here. I find that difficult, but you can melt into it. Some of us can get our forehead all the way down to our toes. Sarah Fullerton, I'm looking at you. I feel like you're one of those people. Same with Edith. I can definitely see Edith doing that as well. Miss Densa. All right, from here, guys, I'm going to flip around. I'm going to go into a really long lunge position, like so. And I'm going to let myself just relax into it. For some of you, like Kate Reed, for example, I've seen you with the ability to put your forearms all the way down to the floor. If you can do that, stretch through that way. I can't reach, so I'm going to just hang out with my hands right beside my foot here. And I'm going to really just pulse through that hip. For some of us, it might be good or feel nice to let that knee flay out to the side. If that's you, just play around with what feels good, guys. Couple deep breaths into that stretch. And then I'm going to straighten that leg. I'm going to try to keep my toe and my heel connected with the floor as I lean forward. It makes the top of the foot stretch in a very interesting way. If you flex up like this, you don't get that same stretch in the top of your foot. breaths here. Again, if you can go all the way down to your elbows, feel free. Do what works best for you guys. I know that this feels so nice on the hips. A lot of us will have very tight hips right now. There's a lot more sitting happening than usual. I know that I'm sitting more than I have in years, so this is really nice. Front leg stretches forward, keeping that contact with the floor, stretching straight. I know that this side has a lot more mobility for me. Maybe pay attention to see what side of your body seems to have an easier time than the other. Just fun gathering of information about yourself. Lovely. From here, guys, I'm going to go back into this kind of position with my feet straight out in front of me. One arm is going, one leg, that's a leg. It's going to cross over the other. I'm going to hug this leg and I'm going to twist in the direction of the folded leg. Try to keep a nice tall spine here. Don't slump into it. You can hug that knee if you want to. You can just hold on to it, whatever works best for you. And then switch sides. Is everybody excited for Jen's stretching class tomorrow? I feel like that's a highlight of the week.
Big time.
Yeah. All right, from there, guys, I'm gonna just sit cross-legged. I'm gonna give myself a few bear hugs. I don't know about you guys, but my triceps are still sore from Tuesday, where we demolished them. So I'm going to just let my arms go, loosen them out, shake them out, and that will conclude your Friday morning session, friends. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you taking this journey with us. That was a good one. I really liked the slower, heavier focus, and I really loved how Kyle broke it down with tempo, because that was different than something we usually did. Let us know about how you felt about the tempo and the timing. If that's something you really like, then maybe we'll explore that more with more body parts. So give us some feedback. Em emailed out a survey. So if you guys received that survey, please go online and fill it out to the best of your ability. It just helps us gather information about what you guys are feeling, thinking, needing in this time. We're 2 months deep and we just want to see how you guys are feeling, how our community is coping. So if you don't mind finding that survey and filling it out for us, that would mean a lot to us. And on top of that, just have a lovely day. Enjoy the little bouts of sunshine as they come, because I know that we are getting a lot of rain in the near future. So, thank you so much for joining us today. We love you. Have a wonderful day.